Hello, listeners of Voice of Peace Radio. Welcome to this space. Today we are pleased to be with His Lordship Bishop Christian in Nuba Mountain. I think since 2010, the last time we had Bishop Makram to Nuba Mountain, and since then we never have any bishop. And today we are so happy to have you here in Nuba Mountains, especially in Kidel today. So, Your Lordship Bishop, you are most welcome to say hi to our community.
My greetings to all the listeners of the radio and also all the community of Nuba Mountain. I'm really very grateful to be here today. It is a precious gift to me to visit this town and the people of this area, and I'm grateful for the invitation that I received and for our bishop Tom Betrille that asked me to be present and accompany you in this special moment in which we will have the ordination of 4 deacons.
For this special time, for quite a long time without having bishop on the ground, especially the Christians, the community leaders, the youth, and all in the entire society. So, Your Lordship Bishop, may you tell us you are coming from Bentiu up to here?
But first of all is Bishop Tom Betrille that called me and he asked me whether I would be available to come and visit, especially for this occasion of the ordination of the 4 deacons, as he was not able to be present in person. He asked this help, and of course we are brothers among bishops, and I got it as a great opportunity for me, as I am the Bishop of Bentiu, and we are actually neighboring, and in the way we are also called to join hands. The community suffered a lot, both your community and also the community in Bentiu. Now, as we have the new diocese in Bentiu, I think we have to strengthen the church in Bentiu, but also looking at all the people that are neighboring us. And as a Nuba community, we know that Ida and Rueng is an important entry point to South Sudan, and also we have many Nuba that are there at the moment as refugees, let us say, but I don't like to call them refugees because they are at home. The Rueng community, they have been very good to welcome the Nuba people among them, and they are really settling. And so I hope that between Bentiu and Nuba Mountain there will always be a kind of fraternity and collaboration to promote life, to make life possible, and also to promote the development of the society there. Of course, this is also a journey that has been prepared by God, and so I travel under His protection. Then to Ida, I never crossed the border. It's my first time I crossed the border to Nuba, and I was amazed for this different environment, the isolation in which people do live. And you know, when there is isolation from the rest, for the economy and for life, solidarity is very important. So I believe that the Nuba communities, they can promote life in the way that they promote also solidarity among them, live in harmony, and overcome those difficulties that are evident because of the territory, which is also beautiful, but also the beauty carries challenges that need to be overcome together. The history of Christianity in Nuba Mountain has a long history, and I acknowledge it. I was a youth studying at the secondary school with the intention to become a priest. And it is when I met a father that was among the Nuba in the 70s and 80s, which is Father John Fenzi. I don't know if the listener, they may know him, but I guess our elders, they may have heard about him, because he had always the Nuba in his heart. So it was the first meeting with the Congoni missionaries for me with this intention to become a priest. And I felt like the experience of the church in Nuba was very inspiring, especially for the commitment of the Christian communities and the catechists and the lay pastoral leaders, because where the priest was not able to reach the communities, but these lay agents, these lay pastoral agents, they were really the backbone of the church there. So I think this made the church among the Nuba very, very strong. Then of course we acknowledge also the love for this population and this church by late Bishop Makram Gazis, that is also a Comboni missionary, and he has been always a very inspiring figure working for peace and denouncing injustices. And beside that, also the presence here of the diocesan priest, the sisters, among the sisters also the Comboni sisters, so I feel sympathy and closeness with the church among the Nuba. Also in South Sudan I had the chance to meet refugees, or anyway Nuba that cross and are in South Sudan. And I always was inspired by the struggle of this community to promote peace within itself, and especially to bring their voice outside this Nuba mountain. Not always the issues raised by this community was listened by the governments and the international community, but I see that solidarity is growing, and we need to be aware of that.
Okay, Your Lordship Bishop, as you have mentioned, now with the situation we have in the region, is there hope that one day maybe Nuba Mountain alone will have its own diocese, split from the diocese of El Obeid?
But this is difficult to tell, of course, because to have a parish we need priests, to have a diocese we need bishops, so it's a matter of a journey, but certainly there is no a wall or a preclusion to any of these possibilities. Every chapel can become a parish, every parish can become a diocese in the measure in which the faith of the people there is real and strong and active. So what I witness in these communities, I say there is a great future. There is a great future. So let us look ahead. Let us never look back. And certainly having also the dream to be a diocese, I think it is a good dream, and I would pray for it and encourage people to work for it. But certainly all these then we also leave the hand of God to work through us. First of all, the difficulty that a bishop would encounter is about misunderstanding of what the church is actually. Many times people look at the Catholic Church like a humanitarian agency, and they don't understand that the church is rather the same very people that do believe in that gospel. And so rather than expecting from the church, we should be ready to offer ourselves to this community of hope, a community that will bring transformation within the society, because if there is not this strong faith in the people, then nothing actually will come. And also the humanitarian help that may come will just be dissipated and will not bring transformation. So the bishop encounters this challenge to be a witness of a journey that is an ecclesial journey, as Pope Francis now invited us towards a church that is synodal. And even though if he passed, certainly his message, we will continue, and we have to continue to work at that level.
How will the bishops overcome this challenge, especially in some regions like in Sudan, South Sudan, with this situation we are in?
I think bishops alone, they cannot overcome any challenge. First of all, we need the grace of God, and that is only God that can really help overcoming what really hinder us and our faith. But especially bishops need the people. They need the people. They need the community of faith to stand with them as they stand with the people. This is essential. So I think bishops with priests, with sisters, with catechists, with the Christian communities, they can be witnesses of this faith and see that what brings transformation is not money, it's not gold, it's not any other resource that we can get, but it is our faith that then make our capacities for goodness to flourish and change the society. Well, I really appreciate the role of the leaders because there is no community without leaders. At the same time, I say there are no leaders without the community. So My encouragement to the leaders is to continue to remain the voice of the same very people they lead, and to belong to them, to be people chosen out of the people and to be at the service of their own people. There is nothing worse than a leader that will divide himself from the same very people. So he's not able to look anymore to the common good of the community, but look to any other interest that will not really help the community. So I think it is a time of responsibility, a time really of looking at this community within a situation of Sudan that is quite disastrous. So to look really what now the people do need, and they need peace.